Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Judicious Fire, and I'm here with a video on the new dragon in Castle Clash. This is Vermilica. Vermilica, welcome to Castle Clash. This is our new dragon and the next dragon in the order, beginning from Multanica all the way up to the dragon that we see before us. Vermilica, based on the color vermilion, which is a blood red hue. It's where they got the name from. All of our dragons in Castle Clash. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of commentary in this video today, okay? And a little bit of look back at the game and its progression. This dragon has the ICA suffix. All of our dragons in Castle Clash end with an Ica, all the way from Multanica at the beginning up to now Vermilica. The only exception that one can find is Demogorgon. And Demogorgon on many servers is known as Electrica. So they didn't break the rule, they just bent it slightly. Let's take a look at Vermilica and let's take a look at how to build, whether or not it can be useful, how it can be useful, and get into a little dragon commentary. Is it worth chasing this dragon? That's the question we're asking today. So it began with Immortep, the area of effect in this game, that circular perimeter of doom caused by heroes, and it always really goes back to ancient Egypt anyway. This is where our tale begins. Then Vlad Dracula having an even greater range, now a healing capability. He became the king of Here Be Monsters, and he became the king of a lot of things in this game, but Vlad was eventually dethroned. Area of effect. Our friend Destroyer, during his skill activation, produces an area of effect around him. Who else? We've got Golem, that produces a circular area of effect damage. And boy, Golem was the ultimate Guild Wars defender. True tank back in the day. We've got, I believe Lady Leo does something like that as well. I know that Dracax creates a circular disc of damage, so when he's guarding the warehouse, nobody tries to steal anything. We've got Medusa that creates two circles as well. We've got Rockno that does the same thing, produces an area of effective damage around himself. Mech back a few may do something like that. We know Sass creates some damage around himself, a lot of damage really. We've got Storm Meter that creates that circular area of effect. I believe Professor Ribbit, when he goes stomping through the pond, also does the same. We've got, I guess you could count Laz in the fact that he radiates damage from himself and then puts it out in a spherical nature. Sure. Rosaline, absolutely, a Disc of Doom. She was like a Vlad 2.0, or really at this point of Immortep 9.0. Cosmo makes bubbles. You can't count that. That's a rule. And we've got anybody else with it? Maybe Landwalker has that effect in terms of his ability to put out some damage. I know Jumbo makes a area of effect, area of stun, I believe, too. We've got Alpha Mech. Alpha Mech was the attempt to come up with Immortep 10.0. I'd put him at like an Immortep 2.0. 3.0 tops. We've got a Water Priestess creates an area of effect of damage around her, sort of that water wave in the general vicinity. We have anybody else? Depending on how you look at it, I don't really see a circular area of effect of damage on anybody other than Vermilica in terms of the epic heroes. So now Immortep 11.0 is our friend the Bloody Dragon. Okay. He performs an attack that is an area of effect attack. It is a circle around him. That circle is approximately 5 squares in this game. And when you see him in action, you see how limited his range truly is. He has no long range attack that goes beyond his area of effect. He has no global attack. He is an auto proc hero, yes, but it is an auto proc that will simply make the area of effect damage happen on its own. I think anybody with the sense would simply avoid him if that were to be the case. This 530% attack damage is relatively low as far as epic heroes go, but it is taking place over a period of 5 seconds every second, so you can qualify that as over 2500 attack. So it is substantial over time. When he is attacking those right up next to him, those are the only ones he's going to be doing damage against, he will place a little mark on them. A marked hero, when they do a basic attack, there's usually 5-6 basic attacks a hero has to perform before it activates its skill. Each of those basic attacks will give Vermilica a 5% gain in his attack. This will add onto itself throughout the battle, but it will only be happening while the heroes that he's attacking are still alive. So it won't be just continually operating. They have to be performing a basic attack against him, and he's got to be right up in their face attacking. He also receives a health bonus. It's a self-heal. It's equal to his max health in combat. Max health in combat is based on the red heart, plus the 2 numbers added together. And then anything like a tenacity, a sacred light, anything that provides extra health or HP. When that hero goes into combat, those things activate and then create max HP. Max HP will always be much higher. And with this particular Vermilica build, it ends up being about 260,000 health added to him. He has about 4.2 million health in total. So 260,000 into 4.2 million, this guy would have to really be parked there for quite some time, not taking damage in order to truly heal up. His self-heal is mild at best. He has a damage cap, but that damage cap is 100,000 damage. That's all he can take at a time. Now we have many heroes in this game now that can break damage caps. We also have a new insignia, 0 in, that allows any hero to break damage caps. So this is not in any way ability to keep him alive. It's just an afterthought. Today, damage caps don't really mean anything. Also, 100,000 damage per hit. Well, Dynamica alone, even taking away his ability to break damage caps, Dynamica alone will hit you with 25 hits at a time with a skill activation. So right there would be 2.5 million. It's tough to keep him alive without damage reduction. Let's take a look at his build. We have placed the skin on Vermilica. This is a level 18 skin. It goes up to 30 now, so it certainly is quite a task, quite a long road until you finally get up there. 18 right now, providing a variety of bonuses. We have him at max level everything, with the exception of the hero relic system, which is still at 29. I've got him with a full attack build. He's set up full attack right now, which would be a Void Walker staff, extra attack, extra energy regain, limitation on health if it is used by the wrong Warden faction. So make sure that the purples get the purple and that the white and greens get the white and green. We've got an insignia. He's got to have reflect mitigation. So it's either got to be a dragon's cover or a wicked armor. Because this is the full attack build, I'm going with a wicked armor. So I would always pair up Void Walker staff with a wicked armor. The two work very, very well together. Trying to build either all attack or all defense, not heroes in between. I'm giving him a 10 of this, I believe it's Chaos, no, Tyranny Insignia. 10 Tyranny. It's going to give him a huge critical attack increase, 90%, and a crit damage increase of 64%. Also, fixed damage that happens every 2.5 seconds through crit. His equipment, I gave him the new Magic Burst. I'm going to be honest and just say that I would prefer a Holy Conviction. I've been testing Magic Burst. It gives much less damage reduction than Holy Conviction does. It does not give the healing increase of Holy Conviction. Instead, it gives you less damage reduction, but a little chance, a slight chance, 27% chance to deal damage and remove buffs from heroes that are right up on you with a 6-second cooldown. I don't like those odds. I stay away from odds in this game. Things should be operating all the time, and you should be able to rely upon them. I don't do odds unless I absolutely have to. For his equipment, or traits I should say, I got all accuracy on the guy. Let's jump back in and let's take a look at some of his stats. Oh, on the other side of him, I've got the Dragon's cover. I probably wouldn't recommend it. I had to put it on there. I think that it's going to be useful in certain game modes, make him tankier. But we're making a tankier hero that's just going to sit there and not really do anything and not do the kind of damage that we want or need in today's game. So I would much prefer the attack side. You could do a Sacred Light, you could do a Healing Repost, you could do a Survival, you could do a lot of different things that increase health, for example. He'd be very good with HP, but again, you're just making a tank that's not going to have the damage dealing capability to take out today's heroes. For the Insignia, you've got the newbie raise attack, gives a heal, very very nice, but 345% of a hero's attack I wouldn't rely on as a major healing source. You've got the 0 in option. I'll come back to that towards the end of this video. Right. So for stats, we have about 160,000 basic attack multiplier. All of our attack bonus, talents, and insignias, buffs in battle are based on that. It will be multiplied on that number. About 4.2 million health, that is HP. When he goes into battle, any health bonuses will be applied and become max HP. Swinging sword, higher that number, the slower the attacker. He is a very slow attacker. Boot, higher that number, faster the mover. He is a pretty fast mover. Accuracy, with his accuracy traits, he's running about 38,000 accuracy. I think in today's game, if you're taking on max level breakthrough premier heroes, you should have at least 40,000 accuracy. I can up this with a pet, a variety of ways in this game. Dodge, I don't think it serves him well, but that's what it came up to. Crit, I think that's very nice because he has a very high crit damage. That's as a result of the hero relic system. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Crit resist is pretty decent. Let's take a look at the hero relic system. I got 100% crit damage, 100% accuracy. It's the result of those numbers. It's because of this. I think a very nice roll. I'm not gonna touch it for right now. It's not worth chasing that dragon for another 40% on the center one. And then I got dodge, and I don't think it's gonna be super helpful for the guy, but hey, it's there. I'll take it. And I got a pet on here. The pet provides all attack. It's all straight 100% attack, just bonuses, tens of thousands of extra attack, or thousands at least of extra attack. And it is a reliable healing source. This is Mutant Radiant Hawk. It gives him damage reduction as well as that consistent every second heal. His heal isn't good enough to keep him alive in many cases, so let's rely on the bird to keep him alive. Let's go looking at the hero assist system for a second. Alright, our hero assist system, we are to choose one hero of each Warden faction, one green, one white, one red. They have to be a legendary hero. We cannot garrison our hero assist system with epic heroes, only legendaries. You go to any of your heroes. It will vary by player based on the traits, hero assist, the higher level of the hero, how you got your account set up. All these numbers will vary by player, but you go to the little exclamation points and it'll tell you the effect it'll have when it's added to this system. So you get all these bonuses added to, in this case, Vermilica, if you were to choose that hero. If you would choose a different hero, like Minnow over here, you would get these kind of bonuses. You see much more attack now. I've got some of my premier high-level attack heroes. This is like the attack build Vermilica. Premier high-level attack heroes in this hero assist system. Let's take a look specifically at how I got these heroes set up to help Vermilica and boost his stats. Alright, we had Gunslinger, we had Trixie Treat, and we had Dovekeeper in there. Beyond what they're naturally boosting for Vermilica, you can help to boost those numbers even more. You can boost the numbers and those stat bonuses two ways and two ways only. One, pet choice. If you put a mutant or a super pet on there that has a lot of high trait values, it will add to Vermilica's stats. So I've got Gunslinger with one of my highest attacking pets on there. That will help Vermilica and boost up his stats. What I have for a talent will make no difference or impact at all. These you can do with insignias. You can boost up his insignias. By doing that, it will add to Vermilica's stats. You can only add to his attack and HP stats, and those are base attack and HP stats. Long story short, the highest level attack insignias that you can really add in this game to a hero to boost the hero relic system will be a 10 stealth and a 10 of this tyranny insignia. And by adding these two, it's going to boost the attack of Vermilica. You can also choose to boost health, but you're choosing either attack or health, and I'm going with all attack. It has no difference or impact the stealth capability of the insignia or the critical component. That won't be factored in. Just the basic additions of 15,789, 114,300. Just do something like this, you're good. Alright, let's go out attacking. Let's go Blitz Gauntlet solo with Vermilica. We're going to go with the attack build. Set up just like this. A lot of accuracy and a consistent healing process from the pet. Let's go in there. Just do our best. I got tasks to do, so good. Hopefully we get a couple of these taken care of. And let's just go base by base. You're going to see damage being done against heroes. That is a result of the Warden activating. As far as the attack ability of Vermilica, he will not harm any of the heroes until he's right up on them. Now, he's going to liquidate Triantar, but that's a Triantar. We've got heroes on here like this Zephyrica that have a damage cap, and we'll see how he does in something like that. Looks like Unsancy from MIG, big shout out. It's going out base rating. Not a typical defense right now. Obviously going out smashing stuff up, and I salute you for doing that. Let's see what we get when we go down to our Zephyrica. Okay, we're coming up on this Zephyrica. You can see that Zeph's going to be taking a damage cap's worth of damage, and that's it. You can also see that our boy's getting paralyzed. See that the healing capability of even the pet and his own healing capability combined is not keeping up with the damage that he's taking. He's going to get shredded, and it's over. Let's take on the corner here, Dove, and see how he does against Dove. It's immediately smashed up, and there's a variety of reasons. Yeah, I'm going out solo, but heroes like Dynamica, big shout out to Alex, 1976 from D9K. Heroes like Dynamica, Zephyrica, Lady Wellcore, Boreal Fox, even an Axe Punisher if he's set up for attacking. They'll mess you up, and they'll mess up a hero like Vermilica. He does not have the ability to stay alive in such a situation. Alright, where can Vermilica excel? He can excel in any kind of game mode where it's close quarters combat. Think Lost Battlefield or maybe a Labyrinth, even in an arena scenario in some cases. I'll show you something here. Let me take on Russ077, just Vermilica, and let's see what happens. We cleared out pretty much everybody except for Zephyrica. We'll fast forward a little bit. Coming down to our last couple of seconds, Zeph never took more than 36,000 damage. Ends up being a loss. Okay, looking at how Vermilica can be useful: close quarters combat, small battlefield, face to face, and with a 0N. Now all of a sudden his area of effect does break damage caps. Let's go back into Lost Battlefield. Alright, we're back in Lost Battlefield with Russ077. We're going to do the exact same attack, exact same setup, with the exception of just placing a 0 in Insignia on our friend Vermilica. And we look at 36,000 damage, 36,000 damage, sometimes a little 0, and then a 0 in, and it's over. This is how he can be useful. Okay, final words on this dragon. This is the first dragon in Castle Clash that you were actually able to roll for it. And I think the expectation was that it would not be a top level dragon. Those expectations have come to reality. This is a rather average or even below average hero when taking on max level opponents. This hero has no capability to break damage caps, has no global attack, has no capability of harming anybody beyond a 5 square radius. That's a real limitation in this game. Now, all of a sudden, though, if you put a 0 in on him, he can become extremely effective in close quarters combat and things like Lost Battlefield and Arena in some cases, and in Labyrinth. But putting a 0 in Insignia on a Vermilica is something that only a percentage of players are capable of doing. Thereby, I would not say that this makes him a great hero. This is an option for a few players that may have a 0 in and can perform this kind of a build. I would put this hero at, I'm going to say a D+. I'm going to say a D+ grade because he can be tanky, he can do damage, but if you're not counting the 0 in capability, he's really just a hero that either stands there doing very little, simply becoming a distraction, maybe helping the other heroes on your team, or he's a hero that in some cases can do a lot of damage, but he's doing it against heroes that don't have damage caps. So D+. Vermilica, thanks for joining CC. I would not put him up there with the top dragons. I think Dynamica is still the king of the dragons. I hope the game is treating you well, and I hope the clashing is going right for you. Enjoy, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.